with Gloria. Today I want to share with you a very delicious chicken cilantro that I know that you guys are going to love and enjoy. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. My ingredients: table salt, black pepper, garlic powder, 1 tomato, potatoes, serrano chilies, garlic cloves, onion, cilantro, chicken breast, and chicken broth. This is everything we need for this delicious chicken cilantro dish. So let's get ready. Let's prepare it at home and enjoy it with our family. The first thing I want to do is to start adding all the condiments to my chicken breast. I am ready to add the salt, the table salt right on the top, and then I want to add my black pepper. We want to make sure that we add everything here to our chicken so it starts marinating and getting all these delicious flavor. This is the garlic powder. And now I'm just gonna rub it in so that everything has all this delicious spices. Let's make sure that we rub everything down very nicely and very good. And then we're just gonna cover it, put it in the refrigerator, and let it rest until we are ready to start cooking these delicious pieces of chicken breast. So let's put it aside and let me continue with my veggies. You know, the first thing I want to do is go ahead, take it to the sink, and start rinsing every single one through running water. You know that this is a very important step. We want to make sure that we rinse one by one until we are completely done rinsing all the veggies. Okay, this is completely done. Now I want to start by first making my sauce. I'm adding the 2 serrano chilies, the tomato I'm going to cut in 4 pieces so that they will cook a little faster. And of course, I'm only going to use 1 garlic clove. The garlic clove, I'm just going to cut through the middle, and I'm going to take it to the stove where I have already water already nice and hot and ready to start boiling. Okay, I'm going to add all my veggies here, and I'm going to just let it cook for about 5 to 6 minutes, no more than that. When it starts boiling just the way it is now, then what I'm going to do is turn it off. We don't want to overcook it, so I'm going to turn it off and start adding it only to my cup blender. You know something, I'm not adding any liquids because I am going to use the chicken broth. I'm going to add the chicken broth here, and then let's go take it and get it nice and mixed. We're going to go ahead and blend it completely. This is completely done. I'm just going to put it aside until I need it. And now I'm going to continue with my potatoes. I'm going to cut only the edges of the potato, and then I'm going to start peeling them completely. You want to make sure that you peel them and you take all those little black little spots. We want to make sure that the potato is really nice and white. And here I'm just cutting it in 4 pieces, each potato. And then when I'm completely done, look at the pieces. They're bite pieces, okay? We don't want them too large. So here I'm going to go ahead and put them in this plate, add some water so they don't start getting brown, and I'm just going to put them aside. I'm going to continue with my cilantro, and you know something, what I'm going to do, I'm only using the leaves of the cilantro. That's why it's called chicken al cilantro. We're only using the leaves. We're not using the stems at all. I know that this might sound, why not the stem? Because the leaves are the ones that will release all that delicious flavor. This really takes time because you have to take every single leaf off of the stem, and the stems, we're just gonna put them aside. After, when you have all the little leaves here, I'm just gonna go ahead and slice them just a little bit. We don't want to overdo it, just a little bit of cutting, just like that. And then I'm gonna reserve them into a plate until we are ready to use it, okay? I added here in this plate, and I'm gonna continue with the onion. The onion, I'm gonna go ahead and just slice it and make little squares and add it here to the same plate. Now, I am going to continue with just one garlic clove. I'm going to go ahead and dice it. The garlic clove is going to be really finely diced. We want to make sure that it will release all that delicious flavor into the meat. Well, here I'm adding just a little bit of vegetable oil. It's about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And I am ready to start adding my pieces of chicken breast. Okay, the pan is really nice and hot. You want to make sure that when you add your chicken breast, the pan is really hot. You don't want the oil to be cold. So I'm just going to continue adding everything in here. I'm going to leave it like this for at least 5 minutes. We only want to brown them just a little bit. We don't want them nice and crispy. We only want to start getting a little bit brown on each side, just like this. When you have your chicken breast just like this, a little brown, this is when we are ready to start adding our veggies. And the first thing I'm going to add is going to be our onion. We just want to incorporate the onion completely in here. And then we're going to add the garlic, the really diced garlic onto it. The cilantro, we're going to add it towards the end. We're going to just leave it here for just 5 minutes. And then we are ready to start adding the salsa we made. We're going to add the salsa, and we're just going to go ahead and add the potatoes and let it cook in low heat. We want to make sure that we cook everything in low heat so the chicken really gets really nice and tender, and even the potatoes. If you leave it uncovered, they're going to start thickening, and that's exactly how we want it. It's been cooking for about 20 minutes, and now it's time to add our cilantro. I'm adding the cilantro. I'm going to let it cook for just 10 more minutes, and then this will be completely done. Let's just incorporate it. Let it cook for 10 minutes. 10 minutes have completely passed. Look at this. It's simmering. It's been simmering for about 30 minutes. And now is the time. Look at the sauce. It's really nice and thin. It has thick. It has reduced a little bit, but that's okay. That's exactly how we want it. Okay, I am ready for the presentation, and I'll see you in a bit because I can't wait to taste it. I am already making white rice with veggies. So see you in a bit. My friends, I am completely done with this delicious chicken al cilantro that I know that you guys are really going to love and enjoy. Let me taste it and let me see how this came out, because you know this is the part I really love and enjoy, tasting my recipes. The chicken, of course, is really nice and tender, and it just has just enough sauce to cover all the delicious chicken. I added some white rice with veggies that you already have on my channel. I invite you to go see it and make that delicious rice with veggies. Excuse me, let me taste it and see how it came out. Excuse me. The chicken is really nice and tender. The potato is so soft and it has absorbed all the delicious flavor of the cilantro. I know that you guys are really going to love it. I recommend this chicken al cilantro dish. I hope, my friends, you can make it at home. Enjoy it with your family. You know something? I know that once you try it, you're going to continue making this delicious recipe. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share my video with your friends, with your relatives, of course, in social media, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push the notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated so every time I make a delicious recipe, you are going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will continue eating this delicious chicken al cilantro. See you in my next delicious recipe. Bye-bye.